In 1948, Sherman Israel Helmy packed up his stuff in Savannah and headed to the wilderness of Wilmington Island. But it wasn't the fishing that caught his attention.
Daddy worked for Al Capone in the 30s.
Oh, wow.
He was in charge of helping Al Capone get, what was that stuff they hauled out of here? Anyway, we're not supposed to talk about it.
In an era of gangsters and outlaws, Captain Helmy was the baddest of the bad, with a fleet of rowboats that he used to haul something up the Wilmington River.
Dear old Dad, allegedly gangster daddy, never served time.
In between his shady dealings, Captain Helmy would venture out into the river, but rarely off the island. He learned to innovate, and he passed his innovations on to his accomplice, his daughter, Miss Judy.
My father would take vinegar, and then when we ran out of tomato juice, he would take ketchup, and then he would add whatever other liquids he had that he wanted. It could be brown or white.
50 years later, the boats are state-of-the-art, but there are still plenty of villains in the water.
Holy moly!
But we ain't scared, because we're looking ahead to grilled vermilion and baked snapper and fried fish puppies. But first, we're going to have to go catch them, because anybody's kitchen's gone fishing.
We got to get out there early because we're going offshore with Miss Judy Charters. And the fun of the show today is once we get back in from fishing, Miss Judy, Captain Judy, is going to share some secrets of the best ways to cook fish once you catch it. So, there's permission to come aboard,
Come on,
Captain.
I've been waiting for you. You're just on time.
Y'all come on.
From her dock on Wilmington Island, Miss Judy Charters runs 13 boats that take her fishing parties from the Gulf Stream to just a few miles offshore. This past Sunday, she was barely a half-dozen miles from the dock when the little barracuda they hooked got the attention of a monster tiger shark. Not to worry, we're not serving barracuda or shark today. Instead, an 8-hour expedition to the snapper banks is responsible for our lunch, which isn't so much prepared in Miss Judy's kitchen as it is in her backyard.
All right, Captain Judy.
Hey, Christy, how are you doing?
All right, what are we going to cook first?
Oh, boy, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook my special, the same thing I've been cooking for years. I'm going to cook some baked red snapper.
Okay.
And thank goodness Williams Seafood has given me a bunch of devil crabs here to stick with it.
Oh, that's very nice.
Ooh. Here's what I've done. I bypassed all the yucky stuff for y'all.
Okay, thanks for doing that.
And also what I did too was I ran up here real quick and kind of put the seasoning on it because it's always good to season it.
Man.
And give it a, a little while, give us time to get off the boat and everything.
Yeah.
So I came up here and did this, and this is basically what you call a genuine red snapper.
Genuine, if I look it up in the dictionary, it's going to say genuine.
There's all kind of red snappers, which I have some more in here. I'm going to show you. There's all kind of snapper species, but this is considered the genuine.
Okay.
And normally, this fish probably weighed about 5 pounds when he was in full form. So what I did was I took the back of it off because I wanted to show y'all how to cook a fast meal.
Which is what everybody wants.
A fast meal.
When you've been fishing all day, you want to cook that fish fast.
So here's what we did. Here's what I did. I came up, I took one side of the fish off, you leave the skin on, and you scale it.
Okay.
Which is a lot of people don't like to do that, but scaling is the way to go. So.
Okay.
Anyway, and I took the head off too, but normally I leave the head on, but it's a little, it's questionable if people like to look at the head.
Okay.
So, and I've seasoned it with, I have garlic powder, I used onion salt, lemon pepper. Let's see what else I have over there. Oh, and I got I used dill weed.
Okay.
And then, of course, I took Old Bay seasoning, which is an old-timey restaurant, a recipe from my father. I don't even think, Old Bay, I think, is the one that's been around the longest, and you just put it on everything, rice, noodles.
Yeah.
It's
kind of like the salt for seafarers.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. To get the salt, you go to the windshield of the boat. If you run out, rub your hand across.
And then rub it on the snapper.
Now you get it on there. Okay, now, then I just got a pan here, and I sprayed some Pam on it.
Okay.
But you could use oil or anything you want to.
Okay.
And what I like to do is, I like to put the slits in the top. I like to just put the fish in the pan. This way it won't stick. Lay it like so.
Okay.
Right. And if you season it a little bit ahead of time, it does give you extra flavor. And then
let it sit for
at
least
wrap
30
it
minutes
dry
or so.
it off 30, 40 minutes, let it sit. And this fish, along with these devil crabs, these usually take about 30 minutes to cook. So we're looking at probably about 45 minutes to get the whole thing cooked.
Okay. Yeah.
We like fish, but we like to have a little spicy taste to it.
Okay.
So we always dressed it up.
Okay.
You can't just take them out naked. You
gotta
gotta
have a kick. Okay.
So I'm going to put these around here like this.
Okay. All right. Well,
all we got to do is put this in the oven now.
Now, what temperature do you have?
350, and I'm gonna do it for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And check it.
Okay. 350 for 30 minutes. Gotcha. Okay. So in the oven.
I got to tell you something. Boy, did I mess up. I'm glad I thought about it too. I got to put these. Give me 5 seconds here. I got to put these lemons.
What do? Are you squeezing the lemon over
this just softens it up a little bit, and also, it gives a little color.
Okay.
Let me tell you about this. This fish, this is very important.
Okay.
Because unless you want yourself a fire in the oven,
you got it. When you're baking it, you got to get.
And there's another way to do it. You take aluminum foil and put it on this fishy shell; it won't burn.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not into all that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cut his tail off because I'm gonna be honest with you. We got one fire extinguisher left, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We'd have to use it.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to buy you as a present is some meat cutting scissors.
You know what? I didn't even know they had them. Anyway, here we go.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this in
350.
350. I already preheated it. 350. Oh, it's going to look good.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to forget about it.
Did Katie say she was doing some sweet tea?
Oh, yeah. We got to have sweet tea. I mean, with sugar. With real sugar.
Okay, real sugar.
Real sugar, because, my God, we got to have something to keep going.
Okay, we're going to have that, too. All right, let's get, what are we going to do next,
Yes, I'm going to show y'all how to grill fish.
All right.